Detective Chief Inspector Ryan retreats to Holy Island, seeking sanctuary when he is forced to take sabbatical leave from his duties as a homicide detective. A few days before Christmas, his peace is shattered and he is thrust back into the murky world of murder when a young woman is found dead amongst the ancient ruins of the nearby priory. Good day, readers and listeners, and welcome to another episode of Tom's Rapid Reviews. Each week, I take a few minutes to read out a review of a book written by one of our fabulous Surrey Library staff. I give a bit of background and context surrounding the book and its author, and it's all done in the hope that you might be inspired to try reading or listening to something new. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Holy Island by L.J. Ross. Holy Island is the first book in the DCI Ryan series and was published in January 2015. In the mere 6 years that have passed, Ross has published a total of 17 instalments in this series. Ross is a British crime writer, and that is reflected in her choice of location, with the series being set deep in rural northern England. The Holy Island of the title is actually a real place, with its full name being the Holy Island of Lindisfarne, so named because of its importance to historic Celtic Christianity. Let's see what our reviewer, Elizabeth Stevens, thought of Holy Island. Set on the Northumbrian island of Lindisfarne, linked to the mainland by a tidal causeway, this thriller introduces homicide detective DCI Ryan and Dr. Anna Taylor. DCI Ryan's peaceful escape is shattered when a young woman is found dead in the ancient ruins nearby. Dr. Taylor becomes involved as a local resident and a police consultant. A tentative romance, satanic rituals, murder and mayhem make for a great page-turner. Highly recommended. So then, an atmospheric page-turner with a uniquely British location. It seems Liz enjoyed this book a great deal. To summarise, Tom's Rapid Reviews would like to give Holy Island 5 out of 5. Yes, indeed, a fantastic score for a distinctly British detective series. But what if you've read Holy Island and your hunger for rural British crime isn't sated? Well, ravenous reader, fortunately for you, Tom's Rapid Reviews has a few more recommendations to give you. Firstly, there's the rest of the series, which follows DCI Ryan. After Holy Island comes Sycamore Gap, followed by Heavenfield. L.J. Ross also writes another series, following the character of Dr. Alex Gregory, and has a standalone novel called The Cove, which you may wish to look into if you enjoyed Holy Island. Another idea might be the work of Anne Cleeves. Even if you don't know the name, you likely know Cleeves' work, as her stories of DCI Vera Stanhope birthed the television series Vera, and some of her thrillers set in the Shetland Islands have also made it to TV in the form of Shetland. But any of her books, in truth, would be complementary to the work of L.J. Ross. A quick word on accessibility. Holy Island is available from Surrey Libraries in large print, as are a number of other books by L.J. Ross. We also have some of Anne Cleeves' work in large print and as talking CDs, which are useful if you are visually impaired. Online, with the Libby app, we also have access to some of Cleeves' work, and on the BorrowBox app, you can get audiobooks of both L.J. Ross and Cleeves' writing. And there are some similar thrillers available on the Ulverscroft app. So then, readers and listeners, I hope that this episode has given you some new reading ideas. For now though, it's farewell from me. Stay safe, borrow books, and I'll see you next time.